inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
It is a great way to start the week.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's Monday.
It is
option
Monday.
do we have?
It's kind of like Christmas today, though.
It did feel like Christmas.
Yep.
We typically get to the office all about the same time, and this morning it seemed like everybody got here about 15, 20 minutes, even as much as a half an hour early, which rarely happens.
Right.
But it did feel a little more excited to get to work this morning. We've added, of course, our brand new director of membership to the team. His official start date was today, Adam Kemper. He's here in the studio. If you watch it on the video, you can see his handsome face here in the studio, kind of learning behind the scenes how the Experience Pros Network works.
We love it. Over the weekend in news, a Florida businessman was arrested 2 years after he died.
Excuse me?
Yes. In Florida.
They arrested him?
Actually, it wasn't in Florida.
How do you arrest?
South Carolina.
I mean, it's almost like conversation. That's not the kind of thing that can happen without somebody else being there.
Well, the reason I bring this up to you and our listening audience is because if you are thinking of getting out of your business by faking your own death.
Faking? Oh,
thou shalt not.
He's a sneaky little faker.
He is a sneaky little faker. He was
Faked his own
arrested
death?
alive and well in North Carolina. Florida businessman who his name is...
So he fled to North Carolina.
Yeah, Jose Lantigua, he's 62 years old, was the former owner of 2 Circle K furniture stores in Jacksonville.
Circle K furniture stores?
Furniture stores. It's slightly different than the Circle K that you are familiar with.
Yeah, that's quite convenient.
Right. This is the place that,
All right, okay.
sells furniture.
All right, so he had 2 of them.
Uh-huh. And he was reported dead while vacationing in Venezuela in 2013, leaving the business millions of dollars in debt. However, his insurance companies filed a lawsuit alleging that it faked his own death. And
I wonder what was their first tip-off.
I don't know, but
he was
millions of dollars
still in
debt.
the country using his name and
Possibly.
using his own bank accounts.
Don't know. Don't know.
Hanging out with his friends and family.
Picked up in North Carolina, and the rule of that story is if you're going to be dead, stop driving. Right?
Oh, is that how he was?
Well, yeah.
He got cited. He got pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, or just don't. Yeah. There's probably a lot of things you should not do, and I don't think driving is like higher on the list. If you're going,
if you're dead, stop driving.
I think there's some other things you should not be doing.
Right. Joshua Woolsey is his longtime attorney, and he was completely surprised. He's like, I was obviously very surprised to learn that Mr. Lantigua was not deceased.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of course you were. So you trying to leave town? You
kidding?
Do you have? Are you researching stuff like this?
We don't have enough debt for that.
No. What would it take? I guess have to be millions.
I don't
Lots of.
I don't know.
That seems like a pretty drastic. Okay, so you're in debt. So let's pretend to be dead? Really?
No, I'll never leave you. I'll just be right here.
Well, now there could be a reason I should try and fake my own death. He's never leaving me. I'm going to need to go and swimming.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Are there
so I'm going
sharks?
to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
All right. Well, you know what? If, it does catch up with you eventually. Do you really want to live your life always looking over your shoulder and sneaking around? I mean, I'm sure people do that all the time, but
I prefer not to.
It just seems so stressful. You would cause yourself you're going to give yourself a heart attack and die. And then you can't have a funeral. Who are you?
Wait a minute. If you don't want to die if you're already dead.
Right.
Holy cow.
Right.
That would be horrible.
A whole little double jeopardy thing.
Right.
But thank you for bringing this impressive journalism.
You're welcome.
This
I'm a legitimate
story.
reporter.
You are a legitimate something.
Yes. I am. What?
And now he's speaking in monosyllabic words.
Because
I'm a legitimate reporter.
Speaking.
Yes.
You can't
I am.
Stop speaking.
I am. Again, when I'm listening. I can when I'm listening.
Should I find
or
more
kickstarting your Monday. Was that all you got? Is that all you got? Just one story?
Kickstarting?
He's a legitimate journalist. I have one story to bring to you today.
I've got plenty of stories. You want to talk about the 100-year-old car salesman still working 6 days a week in Casper, Wyoming?
He's 100 years old.
Yes.
He works 6 days a week selling cars.
First car sale was in 1949. He has no plans to retire.
6 days a week.
Right.
We've got a new sales guy on the team.
You do.
6 days a week. What, do you only want to work 5 days a week, you slacker?
Seriously, if he works for us for 60 years, we might even turn over the business to him.
He's 100 years old. All right. Well, there's your motivation. It is Monday. Get up, get to work, get her done, get your power hour in. Make sure that they take the Experience Pros with you wherever you go.
You use the word kickstart, and the good news is when we come back, Coach Brew, you know him from here on the Experience Pros radio show, is going to be talking to us a little bit about Kickstarter and other kinds of campaigns to crowdfund your next business venture. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your IT investment is not just another line item in your budget. You need to think of IT as a profitable investment with a direct effect on your bottom line. C-Squared Computer Consulting offers 24/7 system monitoring and optimization, which means reliability, performance, and productivity. Call C-Squared Computer Consulting today to realize your IT investment's potential. 303-933-1113 or find C-Squared Computer Consulting at c2cc.net.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros radio show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros radio show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Braggin Friday. The Experience Pros radio show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experience Pros radio show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
If you want to make a difference in the life of someone serving our country, if you really want to make a difference, the USO is how it's done. To find out how you can help, visit us at uso.org. The USO, until everyone comes home.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It is time to talk a little bit about getting your business kick-started.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to talk to somebody who isn't just talking theory. This is actually real life happening to him. He's running a Kickstarter crowdfunding program right now because his book is being made into a movie. How exciting is that? So this is a regular guest, somebody we esteem very much, John Brubaker. We call him Coach Brew. He's actually, the book is called, what is the book called? Seeds of Success, A Leader, His Legacy, and the Lessons Learned. Coach Brew, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Good morning, and thanks for having me, Angel and Eric.
Coach, good to hear your voice again. Thank you so much for calling in today. Let's talk a little bit about this crowdfunding thing. Is this just one of those coffee shop terminology things, or is it something that really is good for small business of all types?
It's a very real thing, and it's becoming bigger and bigger. You know, I won't even say as the years go on, as the days go on. Just about anyone can create a crowdfunding campaign on a lot of different niche online platforms. Most people have heard of Kickstarter or Indiegogo. Those are kind of the major players.
Sure.
There's one for book publishing. There's one for the arts. There's a crowdfunding option for just about everyone. And really, it's about, I look at crowdfunding a lot like really what you and Angel do so well, and that's building a community. And building a community in a positive way, not just promoting what you have going on, but promoting what others have going on. And that, I think, at its core really is crowdfunding done well.
Well, and you have a community as well, Coach Brew. I love receiving your newsletters, and you've got a huge following, which probably made creating a crowdfunding campaign a little easier for you because you at least had an audience to go to. So let's give some little basics of behind crowdfunding. You have an idea, you put it online, and your friends and family give you money for it. Is that kind of the gist?
I think that's at its core, your sort of early adopters, sort of the foundation of your campaign will be friends and family. One of the traps that I see a lot of people fall into is they tend to, I call it field of dreams syndrome. You remember the movie Field of Dreams?
Sure.
If you build it, they will come.
Exactly. And I think that a lot of people do exactly what you just said, Angel. They just turn on their website and think they're automatically going to grow their business. They just create a crowdfunding campaign on Kickstarter and think it'll just happen by itself, and that's not the case.
All right, so
that
John,
happens in regular businesses
absolutely.
too, right?
But John, what are some of the keys then to maximize those results and get some success?
The number one key is treat it like a full-time job, not a hobby.
Nice.
It is going to be, especially if you're raising a significant amount of money, like we're raising $30,000 in 30 days to get this book adapted into a screenplay. That's a full-time job.
Yeah, it is.
I think that another key is not just sending out emails. You know, we did our soft launch on Thursday, raised 20% of our overall goal in the first 48 hours, which made us, you know, one of the fastest tracking film projects in Kickstarter right now. But to really get your early adopters on board right away, but then take your show on the road a little bit. I think you need to go where the people are. You know, just like a salesperson in your community is going to get out and shake hands and kiss babies and prospect face to face.
All right. Okay.
I love that. And Coach Brew, you've had some pretty amazing endorsements, including Mr. T. He says, I pity the fool who don't go to Brew's Kickstarter launch party.
You had a party.
We are having 3 parties this week. This gets right back to what we said about take your show on the road, go where the people are. You know, you want to be able to over-deliver value. That's kind of the next key to success. So we're going to be celebrating the fact that this is happening and giving people an opportunity to jump on board the campaign by literally having a premiere party. We're calling it a Kickstarter premiere party. We're doing one in Portland, one in New York, and one in Philadelphia, and just mobilizing our base of people in each of those communities, but giving them something, as opposed to just asking. You want to give. It's like extreme customer service, my friend.
That's one of those things that sets you apart, Coach Brew. Everybody else is just asking, gimme, 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 but you are always a giver. What is the deadline for your goal?
The deadline is April 22nd. We want to blow that $30,000 number out of the water well before that and create a stretch goal.
Okay.
And I think Eric will really appreciate this. We're going to add, this is kind of that final key to success and maximizing your results, make it fun.
Burritos?
Burritos from jalapenos.
Yes.
Always good. But what we're going to do to make it fun is for every dollar donated, we're going to create a special reward where I dress up in a ridiculous costume and go to an extremely public place. For every dollar that's raised, that's every minute that I have to spend in, let's say, a Magnum PI costume at a Red Sox game or something absurd.
Do you get the helicopter too?
I get the Ferrari.
Oh, all right, that works. Well, Coach Brew, it is always fun to chat with you, and we're super excited about your Kickstarter. It launched today, right?
It launched today. If you want to go to coachbrew.com/Kickstarter, that's where you can check out all the action. It's Coach BRU.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we have shared it. We've shared it on our Twitter account, on our LinkedIn. We're getting that all put out today, helping you. We're so glad that you are launching your Kickstarter campaign with us, Coach Brew. We feel so honored. Now, the book, let's talk about that just a little bit, okay?
The book is Seeds of Success. It's really about three things at its core: leadership, legacy, and life lessons. I think everyone's had that special person, that special mentor, whether it was a teacher or a coach, or a community member, that really had a profound impact on their life, and sort of their career direction of their life path would have gone very differently without that person. And it's based on my experience and my coaching mentor.
Well, we love you. We love the book. CoachBrew.com/Kickstarter. It's going to be great, and we're going to follow this closely.
Absolutely. Watch for it. Seeds of Success coming soon to a theater near you. And if you have any questions about starting your own Kickstarter campaign, anything about leadership, or just want to support Coach Brew, check him out at coachbrew.com. You can also follow him on Facebook. And in the meantime, pick up a copy and get on board. Make sure that your name is a part of this crowdfunding campaign. We're so excited.
John, great to talk with you today. Thanks so much for calling in, man.
Thank you. Nobody does it better than you guys.
You right back at you, brother. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
What do goofy pictures of Eric eating sandwiches and inspirational anecdotes have in common? You'll find both on the Experience Pros Facebook page. Follow the quirks, the laughs, and the inspiration you love all day long by following Experience Pros on Facebook.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
Dana Lash, 8 p.m. weeknights on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
All you need is love. All you need is love.
No, it's not.
What? Are you blocking love again?
I'm not blocking love.
What are you blocking?
Blocking anything.
You
I
said
think that love is all you need.
what else do you need?
Coffee and burritos.
Coffee and burritos. Well, I'll tell you what, though, without love, coffee and burritos will not fill that void in
I
your
love
life.
coffee and burritos.
Yeah, but
That's
you
a
need,
trifecta.
There's more. There's more than you need. You know what? I'll tell you what. Do you think that you can have it all?
See, I want it all. I want the love, the coffee, and the burrito.
I want it all. I want to be satisfied. I want to have a healthy family life. I want to have a thriving
Wait a minute.
career.
Who's talking about satisfaction? Yeah, well, that's a deal breaker. Angel Tussie says she wants to be satisfied. Excuse me. That's a deal breaker. Is it possible to have it all?
You want me to just walk around being grumpy?
No.
You do, don't you?
No.
You're not going to win this.
I don't. No, I know. I know that. No, I don't want to. No.
No. So here's the thing.
Grumpy.
Can you have it all? Can you have that rewarding professional life and satisfied personal life? Eric can't. And here's why. Because he says he can't. And he's not even trying. He's just giving up on it.
I suppose you and the Queen of Lists have a list of things that I should be doing.
Well, here's the thing. Do you want it? Admit it.
I do.
Say it out loud.
I want it.
I want to have it all. And say it out loud, and say it out loud to the people around you. You know, so often when we're at work, we feel guilty that we're not spending time at home or enough time with our family and loved ones. And when we're spending time at home, we're always thinking, okay, what more should I be doing for work? And so the idea is making sure that the people around you, both at work and at home, recognize
Charlie, I want it all.
That there are multiple pieces of your puzzle. And when we are doing what we love, when we have that thriving professional life, I think we are more fun and less stressed at home, and vice versa. When our home life is happy and successful and satisfying, then we don't bring that stress and that angst to the opposite place. And so here's how you do it. You simplify and prioritize.
Wait, whoa. Those are multisyllabic words.
Simplify. And prioritize. Here's the thing. Nothing's an emergency, right? Your phone, when it rings, just because you might put a 5-alarm bell on it, does not mean that phone call or that text or that Facebook notification is an emergency.
As is evidenced by my alarm that wakes me up every morning, and I hit snooze and do it 9 minutes later.
Yeah, it is. There are things that other people are surrounding you, and they might bring stuff to you last minute, but you don't have to take on their emergency, and you don't have to take on their stress. What's the phrase?
Your failure to plan does not constitute an emergency on my part.
I also like the not my circus, not my monkeys when it
Right.
comes to drama. So here's the thing. You need to also prioritize both your work time, your work hours, your work day, along with your personal time.
I use the ABC method.
What's that?
Well, you prioritize. The A's are like the most important. B's are the next
No, I
most
don't mean it
important.
like that. No, I don't mean it like that. No, A's, things that are truly important, they go in your calendar.
Oh.
You schedule your work day, right?
Yes.
And the hours that you're going to be at work, well, you schedule your off time as well. I remember when my kids were at the school age where they would get home at 3:00 in the afternoon. That was an important time for me to be home. And so I scheduled an appointment. I had a daily appointment at 3:00. It was at my house and it was with my kids. And when you have it on the calendar, that didn't mean that I stopped working at 3:00. At 5:00, I could go back to work and get some stuff done. But I had that window of time that was important for my family time. So
Right.
if it's important, you put it on the calendar. Then if it doesn't really require a calendar and it's just kind of things on your to-do list,
Yeah.
you make the list of the things to do. If you take the ABC method, at least for me, the ABC method means that the C's were not a priority, never will be a priority.
Right.
They're never going to increase in rank until they become an emergency.
Great.
So if
But
it's a
nothing is an
C, it doesn't
emergency,
even need to
Tell
be
us
on the
from
list.
Day one.
Organize and communicate your schedule, which means every week you're kind of looking ahead. What's going on with the week? You do this with your family. You do this with work too. What are the appointments that you need to get done? Are there networking events? Are there other important things? If lunch once a week with your spouse is important, then put it on the calendar.
I'm about to have a dental emergency.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Why didn't you schedule that when
I
your
did.
tooth first started to hurt?
I did.
You did not.
I went in and
You
talked
did
about
not.
it. I was
You did not
organizing.
schedule
I
that
haven't
when you're
communicated because I haven't organized yet. I had to organize it first. Now I'm letting you know I'm about to have a dental emergency.
okay. It's an emergency, and now it's
Okay.
going to become an emergency for
Not yet.
me.
So-
But watch. But watch, it won't.
No.
Guess who's going to be in for a rude awakening then?
No circus.
Ask
no monkeys.
for help. There are a lot of things that we think, okay, I'm the only one that can mow the lawn. I'm the only one that can load the dishwasher or do the laundry. I'm
I
the
can hold
only
this
one.
whiteboard and screw it into the wall all myself.
We all feel like that, right? Because we're strong, we're smart, we're important people. We've learned this. You know what? Asking for help reduces the stress. It brings everybody on board and makes everybody feel a part of the team.
Yes.
You want to be balanced both at life, at work, and at home.
Desperately.
You've got friends and family. You've got family members around you.
Garth told me I have friends in low places.
You do. That's a true. That's
Yes.
true. But they're still friends, and they'll still show up, and they'll help you hold the
Mhm.
whiteboard up when you need it to be hammered in straight or whatever
Yes.
it needs to be done. But you have to let go of perfection. Letting other people, do it their way is okay. It might not be the way you would do it, but it's okay, because what are we striving for? We're striving for it to get done and for everybody to feel together in that. And be present. Where you are, be there. When you're at work, what?
Yes, I am present. I'm
Be
present.
at work. Focus on what you need to get done at work, and know that when you're at home, then you're at home, and focus on that. Put your phone away if you need to. Unplug. Surround yourself. Don't always take that pile of work home with you. It'll still be there on Monday or the next morning. It's not gonna. What's that Mission Impossible? It's not gonna disintegrate overnight. I mean, most of what we do.
Self-destruct.
Thank you. Is it can wait. It can be done during regular hours. I think just because we can be available, we can be on 24/7 and lengthy work hours, and our work hours are really flexible, as long as it's not impacting the other part of our life negatively, then it's okay to bring it home a little bit, kind of blend it a little bit. For the most part, though, keep them separate.
Okay.
Dude, okay.
Yeah.
You don't believe me. You don't agree with me. You're not buying
agree
any of
with
this.
You
You're not
can't
buying
crawl
any
into
of
my
this.
head and say I don't agree with you. I do agree with you. I think it's fantastic.
You do not.
No, it's very
You
good.
think you can have it all? You did it. You
wanted it.
traveled. You traveled.
Here's the dirty
and
little secret of the
had
Experience Pros Radio Show. You ready?
your kids with you. And
Are you ready for this?
what is our dirty little secret?
I already have it all.
Dun, dun, dun.
I am
do?
in such a great place. Absolutely. I got the best business possible. I've got the best business partner possible.
I know, and now he has
hired-
an Adam, and
I
he's so
hired
excited.
Adam Kemper, who is going to be the
You should
best
have seen
director of membership
him this morning.
possible.
Showed up 15 minutes early. His tail is wagging. It's
Yes.
like it's Christmas morning.
It is Christmas morning.
Adam's here today.
Right?
And now Eric's in a really happy place.
I am.
So, you have it
So,
all.
you
Well,
know,
because what did you do?
folded my laundry.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yes.
good. Did you get it off of because he usually
not on the
keeps
bed.
it on the bed,
No,
which is where we say he's blocking love.
Right.
So
But no, it's not on the bed.
it's not on the bed. It's
No.
put away. You prioritized. You spent some time in your home, making your home appealing,
Beautiful.
kind of a retreat, nice place to walk into, because you had been ignoring it.
I have been neglecting it
you
for
were
a long
off
time.
balance.
Well, I was out of balance, but things. 2015, we took a turn in the atmosphere, somewhere in the
Well, we had
energy
the
of the
reset
building.
button came last week.
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't wait for that. It's been a great year so far, and it's about to get a whole lot better. So all this banter and bickering that you hear,
If you got something in your nose, what is it? What is all that?
that's called acting.
Oh, it was acting.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. Eric was disorganized because he was acting.
I'm not blocking love,
Oh, he's
Especially
got
if
it
you're-
all.
especially if you're tall and blonde. Call me.
He's got it all.
All right, we got to go. But when we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Congratulations to all the participants in the Fan Bragging Contest. Over 2,000 positive reviews came in. We were anticipating great excitement and increased visibility for each business, but we didn't anticipate the emotion that came with it. There's no way to quantify the encouragement that your fan brags gave. Being an entrepreneur takes everything you've got, and to get the feedback from your own customers has proven to be priceless. Everyone here on the Experience Pros team salutes you today. Be proud, be visible. Check out the members of the Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com, and thank you for supporting the companies that support us.
You need more customers, and you need to keep the ones you already have. List That Save My Business is your answer to gaining and retaining clients without cold calling or chasing cold leads. Do business with people who like you and who already trust you. List That Save My Business is the book with easy-to-use checklists to bring more of the right customers into your sales process. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business from Amazon.com. These lists will save your business. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business today and grow your business the Experience Pros way.
The U.S. Postal Service wants to remind everyone this year to protect themselves from becoming victims of identity theft. Never give out passwords, PIN numbers, or account numbers. To learn more, visit www.consumer.gov/ncpw.
Ken Clark, Freedom 560, this afternoon at 1 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Eric and Angel here, hoping to inspire you to your very best potential. And I thought maybe I would bring another one. By popular demand, I've been asked to do more impersonations on the show. So I thought I would bring my impersonation of Sean Connery.
Oh, good, because I thought you were going to go Jeff Foxworthy on me, and I just don't think I had recovered. We had 2 of them last week.
Yeah, it was a little Foxworthy heavy.
It was, and I was getting ready. A headache was coming on, so thank goodness.
Now, this Sean Connery, welcome to the Rock. You like that? How about this?
I don't know.
I love a sexy woman.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
See?
yeah, okay.
You know what's sexy?
Oh, what is sexy?
Confidence.
Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
I read a quote. It says, confidence isn't walking into a room thinking you're better than everyone. It's walking in not having to compare yourself to anyone.
Come on now.
Okay, but here's the thing, we get into a funk, right? Where we just feel intimidated by the people around us. We feel a little, I don't know, just having self-doubt, some hesitancy, some shyness.
If you're involved in sales in any way, shape, and form, and by the way, if you're in small business, that's you. Okay? This is going to help you because confidence is sexy.
It is.
And maybe that's Jim Carrey. It could be the Grinch. Sexy.
That one is, yeah. I think you might be.
Now I'm confused.
We all are.
But here's the deal. If you need a boost of confidence, we've got a whole bunch of tips for you that are going to help you, and it's going to help your sales process too.
Charlie kicked it off with Journey. Don't stop believing. You've got to be your own cheerleader. Positive affirmations, good mental practices like picturing yourself winning or achieving a goal. Seeing is believing. So picture yourself as confident and, kind of picture yourself walking into the room and, what does that look like?
Well, and not only in your head picturing things, but stop speaking negativity or downplaying yourself. If you label yourself as awkward or timid or shy, you're subconsciously telling your mind to act opposite of the way that of the thing you're trying to achieve.
Well, because that's what you're feeding. Your brain believes what you tell it.
Right.
If you say, I'm really nervous about going in here, I'm really shy, I don't think this is going to go
really
well.
Don't know my product.
So you do know your product.
Right.
You do have this. You've already, you're already there. You've already got the appointment. You've already been hired. You've already done so much to get yourself to this space. And so feed that into, just say that out loud. I know it feels silly, but, in your car before you go into the appointment or into an event, if you have to go into the restroom in a stall and get some privacy, the person right next to you, they won't mind. In fact, they might appreciate a little encouragement.
There you go. The next point is recognize that the world doesn't revolve around you unless you're Kanye West.
And even him, it doesn't really. He just thinks that it does. Right. But here's the thing. We are not really on center stage. We don't need to be perfect. You be you. Like, that's it. You be the best you that you can be. You be excellent at you, because you is who people are going to want to do business with.
Absolutely. Focus on others instead of yourself. And then when you do that, you are actually putting the ball back in the court where they can serve you the answers that they need. Listen, when you're talking to somebody, and again, we're talking maybe a sales format where you have something to sell and you've got this meeting going on, the best thing you could possibly do is put the focus back on them, ask them the questions. They will give you the answers to their own questions.
Here's the thing. We're all feeling uncomfortable in a situation. Where do we feel the most at ease? People we're familiar with, people we have a relationship with. But other than that, this isn't really anybody's comfort zone and confidence boosting area anyways. So allowing other people to talk about themselves, asking them questions, really hearing them, understanding them, empathizing with them helps you get the focus off of you and maybe your shyness and nervousness, but it also lifts them up and they feel better about being in your presence just because you listen to them.
Absolutely. You know that great book, The Art of War?
That is quite the book.
Yeah,
You've read that?
No, but I have an excerpt. The strategist, a military general, obviously, and philosopher Sun Tzu says this.
It is one of those books that all entrepreneurs should read.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know yourself and you will win all battles. And he goes on to say this. You're thinking about, I'm shy, I'm introverted. Stop saying that. Introverts, by the way, have a quiet confidence that is often confused for shyness, but they're still bringing to the table all their gifts. Einstein says everybody's a genius.
Everybody is, and you have your own gifting. You don't have to be like somebody else. If quiet and introverted is who you are, then be that and accept that and embrace that instead of trying to be phony. And quite the opposite too. If you're extroverted and boisterous and loud and outgoing, if you try to rein that in, then you come across as, not authentic and not genuine.
The end of that Einstein quote, everybody's a genius.
Right.
But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it's going to live his whole life believing that it's stupid. It's not.
Your uniqueness is where your strength and your advantage lies.
Smile.
Smile big. You want to instantly boost your confidence, or at least look like you're confident.
Or sound like it.
Smile. Every time we would start on the air, Charlie would say, smile big.
That's it.
When we're getting ready to produce an audio commercial, before you pick up the phone to call somebody, before you walk in a room, smile. You might be having a really great day. Well, it might be time to notify your face.
Right. Break a sweat. That is exercise.
I was going to say, we are sweating.
Yeah.
You walk in the room and you're like sweating and you're dripping.
No, not that kind of, that's a nervous sweat. We're talking about get your endorphins going. Make sure that you reduce your stress and tone your muscles, and you will see an increase in your happiness and your confidence level.
I'll tell you what, and good hygiene is a big piece of it too. Having, smell good, look good, feel good, be groomed, your nails trimmed. They actually did a study that found that 90% of women feel more comfortable even when they're wearing a fragrance. So, if you've got kind of that, it's almost, did you ever have monster spray for your kids? Like you would spray the monster spray in the room and it would repel the monsters. It was just water, but it was the little monster spray. Or,
had that.
Never do anything funny like that. Or do
Children psychologically scarred.
Not mine, but I've read about it. Linen spray to help, just a little scent, a little fragrance around you actually can boost your confidence level. And you can get different fragrances that boost your energy or they relax you.
I've seen you do this. I have seen you spray a cloud of smell them good.
Smell them good.
And then rotate like dancing around it, underneath it.
But yeah, if you spray it directly on your skin, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Then
whoa, that's a little
the church
much.
Lady. Don't
it's
do
a
that.
little much. But you just spray it in the air and twirl. Like, how fancy is that?
I've never done it.
And it just smells nice enough. Like a hint of, is she wearing fragrance? I'm not sure. She just smelled that way naturally. It's not like, oh my gosh, she just bathed in it.
Finally, sit up straight and walk tall, because you're awesome.
You are awesome.
We want you to know you are awesome. Don't slump in your chair, slouch your shoulders. Stand up straight. Walk tall. Do your chin, what do you call those?
Or chin tucks, to fix your posture. Right. Yeah, say this. I am awesome.
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 You are awesome.
Absolutely. So see, when you've got that in your head, you say you're awesome, greet people being awesome, it just improves your endorphins immediately and instantly. And don't dismiss it. It seems a little silly. I know. You're like, really, Angel? You're kind of a little too goofy for words.
You're
Sometimes
awesome.
But doesn't it feel good to be told you're awesome? And if nobody else is telling you you're awesome, you can do it yourself. You don't have to wait for somebody else to say it.
When you are awesome and you know that you're awesome, you are sexy.
Absolutely.
All right. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up just after these messages. But don't forget to turn up the volume and do business with the people who do business with the pros.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals. And if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out. And if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
With world-class customer service, BizCard Express in Centennial is a full-service printing company specializing in signs, banners, and promotional items that make your business stand out. Graphic design services right on site make it easy to see your product before it ever goes to print. No surprises. Call today, 303-771-2244, or visit them online at printandpromos4biz.com. Guaranteed to meet or beat the price at any local printer. You can't go wrong with BizCard Express in Centennial. Call today, 303-771-2244.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FAN-BRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
There's only one place in the dial for you to share your stories of great customer service, and that's Fan Braggin Friday on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Every Friday, the phone lines are open for you to call and tell the world who's getting it right in business. Call 855-FAN-BRAG and change the way people treat people in business. You can post your stories every day on the Experience Pros Facebook page and call in on Fridays for Fan Braggin Friday at 855-326-2724. 855-FAN-BRAG. Tell Eric and Angel, and then tell the world about Fan Braggin Friday.
John Rush during the afternoon rush. Today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you again for tuning in. It is our privilege to be here with you, training in 10-minute increments. What do you think of that?
Well, we think you're awesome. You have your mantra for the day?
Yep.
You are awesome.
I'm awesome.
There are some things that you might be saying at work that might not express your awesomeness.
Excuse me?
There might be a few things that you never want to say
Phrases
at work.
we should remove from your vocabulary?
Because you are successful, because you are awesome. We never want to hear the phrase, "That's not my job."
Whoa. Yeah. It used to be your job, but you've been fired.
Ooh, ouch, right? By saying that, it says you're not willing to adapt, that you're rigid, you're not willing to work with the changing needs of the organization or the immediate need of the customer in front of you. bad customer service, even if you're saying it to a co-worker.
This reminds me of a phrase that I used a long time ago, and I still stand by it, but it was, again, context is everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not my job to do everything. It is my job to make sure that everything gets done.
Yeah, and there's very few
Contextual difference.
scenarios where you can actually say that out loud.
Right.
Like, who would you say that to that it would be received very well?
Well, it wasn't. I got fired.
Right. So while that might be your mantra, and it might be the way you feel, but we want to show that you are interested in helping.
That's right.
You're a team member, that you're collaborative, and so using the phrase, and it might not be your job, but just like the phrase Eric had, it's not something you want to say out loud.
It's not what we're solving for.
Even if you feel like it, and maybe it is somebody else's job, and it's the person. Maybe you have a coworker that is kind of putting stuff off and trying to pawn off their stuff on to you. And that's a different conversation that you need to be having with them to making sure that they understand what their job description is. How about this one? I work every weekend.
Oh.
I'm so busy.
Oh.
I put in 14, 16, 18-hour days.
That, by the way, does not make you seem like the smartest person in the room.
Now, at some certain point, your ability to make good decisions kind of comes into play. Your ability to prioritize,
question for sure.
to delegate. Is it really necessary? And there are seasons. There may be a time frame where there's a lot going on and it's all hands on deck, and we're kind of trying to create everything. But successful professionals use the weekends, or maybe your weekend falls in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
And that's okay too. But using your days off for gaining perspective on your work, getting the much needed rest
Hello.
and relaxation, and preparing for the week ahead.
It keeps you awesome.
It does keep you awesome. All work and no play makes you out of balance and a freak to be around.
Here's another phrase that we really wish you'd never use. And it's involving 4-letter words. So I'm advising you now. I'm about to use a 4-letter word over the radio.
Should we beep them out?
It's I can't.
How many syllables was that?
It seems a little longer. Right? Stop that, all right? If you must use 4-letter words, use this one. I will.
I will.
Don't say I can't.
But how could you do it? I can't do that. I haven't been trained. I don't have the skills. I don't have the time, whatever. How could you do it?
Yeah.
If somebody was paying you, could you figure it away? Well,
sure.
It's your job. You kind of are being paid for that. So would you be willing to learn a new skill, call someone to ask for advice, to try 100 different ways and look for a way to improve it each time?
How about if somebody tries to help you improve yourself, and they offer you a book or, one of those self-help books or something that's going to help your business?
I always think it's really funny when people say out loud, I don't read.
What?
Really?
I never read books?
Never? Readers are leaders and leaders are readers. And there's a lot of information in a book, and our brain receives information in a non-critical way. Your brain's going to pull out the pieces that you need to learn, that you need to remember. And it's way different than sitting in front of somebody and them telling you, you need to learn this skill.
Imagine what life would be, how much better it could be if you read a book once a month. Just one.
Yeah, actually, research said 24% of Americans read nothing in 2013. They didn't read in a single book.
It's a quarter. That's ridiculous.
In 2013. The typical American adult reads 5 books a year. So a book a month. How hard would that be to develop a daily reading habit program to improve your knowledge? And here's the thing. Even if you don't like to sit and read, a lot of them are on audio, and you could have them piped in your car on your way to and from work.
Yep.
You could listen to them while you're running and getting a workout in. But there's even value in calming yourself down and focusing on that one activity, the words on the page, and letting them sink in, and you're still and not really in motion. There's value in that activity. So if you want to get ahead in your career, then look for books to help you on your career goals.
Start with The Art of War.
You want to work on communication? Read books that help you on your communication. You want to work on developing a new habit, a new skill set, replacing something, improving an area of your life? There's a book for that. visit the library. What a concept. They're all there just waiting for you to take them home. And I don't know, there's just something very nostalgic about picking up and taking time to read a book. How about this phrase? Let's wait until our competitors do it.
You know what? You will never hear a successful business person say that.
No, we're
until our competitors do it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
There are things we can learn from our competition and learn from other companies who are kind of paving the path for us, but we can be just as innovative.
Absolutely.
You don't have to wait for somebody else to do it. Exploring and finding resources to improve your capacity for innovation. Every day, ask your team, pull together, how can we do this better? How can we be more excellent? What do our customers really need from us? Forget just this is what we do, but what are they really asking? What are they really saying? And are we truly listening? You don't need to watch what your competitors are doing for that.
What do you say when one of your coworkers or maybe your boss comes to you and says, hey, do you mind a little feedback?
Too often we are closed-minded and say, yeah, I don't need your input.
Oh. No.
People come, they come to us all the time. Hey, I've got an idea. And, we need to be open and receiving those ideas. Sometimes people on the outside have a clearer picture than you do.
Ken Blanchard says this, feedback is the breakfast of champions. I like that.
All right. How about here's a phrase that you need to remove if you want to be successful. And that is, let's get together sometime.
Wait, what?
Done that. It sounds so positive.
Right.
It sounds like that sounds very encouraging. And
remove that.
We would want to get together. The phrase sometimes.
Oh.
They say sometimes over and over again.
And we all know what that means.
Yeah, someday we're going to do that. Sometime that's going to happen, which really means never.
I just said something to get you to go to the next person.
Yeah. Let's do lunch. Have your people call my people sometime. Here's the thing. Let's stick together on Tuesday. Let's set a date to it, set a deadline to it.
Tomorrow.
Always plan the next step. How often do we put something in the hands of, we meet with somebody and say, I'll follow up. When? We'll get back together. When? What is the date? What is the time frame? I want to know when. And I'm kind of a stickler for that.
And then once you know when, it's really a good thing to put it in the calendar, especially if it's a shared calendar, especially if it's Experience Pro shared calendar. You got to put that in there.
You're going to forget. I'm sorry, you're not. You don't need to have the mental capacity to remember all that information. Ben Franklin, the Franklin Planner System, he says, I don't have to remember everything. I just keep it all in one place and I know where to find it. It comes to important dates.
Ben Franklin?
Phone numbers.
He's the guy with the Franklin Planner System? I had no idea.
Well, it's who it was modeled after.
Stephen Covey.
Well, no. He's got, it's the Covey Franklin Company, but the Franklin Planner System was based on the original black book that Ben Franklin carried around. It had phone numbers, it had dates, it had lists, it had important information all in one place. And the calendar. If you don't put it in the calendar, you are in big trouble, Bubba.
Hear that. She's not smiling. She's not smiling. Hey, folks, listen. We have everything in one place for you right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show, and we have a whole nother hour of it coming up next, but we encourage you to stay tuned during this station ID, and remember to turn up that volume. Remember to call the numbers of the people who advertise on the show, because those people are the ones that bring it to you every single day. We'll be back right after these messages.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Haystack Help Radio can now be heard at noon weekdays on KLZ 560.
Looking forward to your tax refund? So are identity thieves who steal refunds by filing fraudulent tax returns. Last year alone, they stole more than an estimated $5 billion from hardworking Americans just like you. Once identity thieves get a hold of your tax forms, watch out. They know that virtually all the information they need to steal your identity and even your life savings is right there. Help protect yourself with LifeLock Ultimate Plus. LifeLock Ultimate Plus provides protection for your Social Security number, bank accounts, investments, even the equity in your
your home. And while no one can stop all identity theft and nobody can monitor every single business, LifeLock Ultimate Plus provides their most comprehensive identity theft protection available. If you're filing taxes this year, especially if you're filing online, get LifeLock Ultimate Plus. Visit lifelock.com and use promo code AWARE or call and mention AWARE to save 10%. Call 800-995-7932. 800-995-7932. 800-995-7932.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at KLZ560radio.com. This is KLZ 560. Freedom, liberty, truth.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Chris Barnes. His hat's in the ring.
I am announcing that I'm running for President of the United States.
Republican Senator of Texas, Ted Cruz, announcing he's running for the White House before a crowd of supportive college students at Virginia's Liberty University. Cruz noting he decides to make the announcement on this date for a reason.
5 years ago today, the president signed Obamacare into law. Within hours, Liberty University went to court filing a lawsuit to stop that failed law. Instead of the joblessness, instead of the millions forced into part-time work, instead of the millions who've lost their health insurance, lost their doctors, have faced skyrocketing health insurance premiums. Imagine in 2017, a new president signing legislation repealing every word of Obamacare.
More on this developing 2016 race for the White House from the Blaze Radio's Robin Walensky.
So on the right, conservative Ted Cruz running. Now, as for the left, the Boston Globe with an article encouraging progressive Elizabeth Warren to get into the race. The Massachusetts senator on the record saying she's not interested, but political observers say she's likely to get in and challenge Hillary Clinton at some point, and possibly the current Secretary of State, John Kerry, if he decides to run for president.
The U.S. Supreme Court turning away a challenge to Wisconsin's voter ID law after blocking the state from requiring photo IDs last November. The justice's action, meaning the state's now free to impose that requirement in the future. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver.
Grassroots Radio Colorado with Chris Cook. Tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for hours. Eric and Angel here reminding you that small business is big business and your business is our business.
Absolutely. You okay, so he just turned to me and gave me this funny little grin that makes me nervous when he does that.
Why does
did you not see it? Did you not see him turn to me and give me that funny little grin?
I'm not sure.
Like, okay, so Angel, do you not have a topic, or do you have a topic that's going to make me nervous? These are the thoughts that are going through my head. Oh. Do I want to avoid the topic? Actually, I think that's really the look. It's Angel, you want to avoid the topic. So, so derail me and get me off topic and keep talking. And so I'm going to just keep talking. So he can't talk about what it is that he thinks he wants to talk about.
So many people look to us for news and
nobody looks to us for news.
What are you talking about?
So many people. Nobody looks to us for news. Now, we do use the news and the headlines to, have fun little banter and bring interest to the table, but nobody says, "Ooh, I need to know what's going on in the world of funny animal stories and bathroom jokes. I'm going to turn on the Experience Pros radio show."
So our friend Kaylee Hall sent us a photo, and maybe you saw it. I posted it on the
of the owls.
Yes. And she said that the owls kind of reminded her of when you and I talk on the radio and we do the Jeff Foxworthy like segment.
And by we, you mean you. I don't do the Jeff Foxworthy like segment. In fact, we did it twice in 1 week, and we had to cut the second segment early because in my ears, that noise that Eric makes was just a little too much to take.
Well, it's very accurate. I mean, almost lifelike impression of Jeff Foxworthy.
I don't think so.
It is.
I mean, it is. It
We're
is
gonna
very.
Charlie, next
It is
this
very
week sometime we're going to do a
Foxworthy-esque.
Foxworthy-esque segment.
But it is not exactly.
And I'm telling you now that I would like the Foxworthy soundbite so that we can do a side-by-side comparison.
It's not necessary, Charlie.
It's going to be
You
necessary.
can't. Don't tell Charlie how to do his job.
I get
He's
to.
got that. No.
Oh, I get to make suggestions.
You can make suggestions.
I'm suggesting
Yes.
that, Charlie, would you
Mhm.
please?
I am suggesting that, Charlie, you don't listen to him.
So Kaylee says, it reminds me of when Eric does his Jeff Foxworthy impression and how Angel endures it. And I'm pretty sure you're the one in the front. Angel.
Yeah, the owl is like squinting and like trying
eye.
to tuck their ears down so they don't have to listen to the squawking
It's not squawking.
that's going on behind them. And Eric is a squawker.
What does the Foxworthy say?
He is absolutely a squawker, and he thinks it's very funny and hysterical. And while I appreciate the I don't know what I appreciate about it. See, I can't even come up with a word of what I appreciate about it.
The clever witticisms that I bring because I'm helping you learn your business in a humorous manner.
You would think that I would appreciate that. You would
I
think
would
those
think
would be
that.
the words, but that isn't really what's happening.
Hey, this just in yesterday, a large swarm of bees forced a Phoenix neighborhood indoors. We've got Phoenix listeners, and so if you are seeing bees yesterday, please get indoors right away.
If you are seeing bees yesterday,
Yeah, local firefighters had to slap the bees as they attempted to
Slap
destroy the
the
hive.
bees?
Yeah, with fire-suppressing home.
you're
foam.
making this up.
I'm not. This comes right out of the news.
When they have little bee
ABC
slicewaters.
ABC News in Phoenix says yesterday there was a swarm of bees that originated from a hive that developed in the windowsill of a house in the West Valley area of the city. We have friends and listeners out there. So if you are seeing the bees yesterday, please get indoors today. It's so important that you don't get stung by a bee that's been slapped. I'm just telling you.
All right, and there is Eric's incredible journalism.
It's a public
Aren't you
service announcement for our people in Phoenix yesterday.
Yeah,
listening
you are
today.
timely. You are like on it. Way to go. It is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Positive business talk coming up next. Do you ever think that you could use your failure and turn it into something super successful?
Slap a bee and see what happens. We'll be right back after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
When your IT person says your VPN's PPTP failed because the IP conflict caused a protocol failure, all you seem to hear is blah, blah, money, blah, blah, last time. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting. We speak geek fluently, but we translate when talking to you. When you understand the issues, you can better prioritize your money and time. Our managed services provide a stable spending model with system monitoring and trust. Call C-Squared Computer Consulting today at 303-933-1113 or go to c2cc.net.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Congratulations to all the participants in the Fan Bragging Contest. Over 2,000 positive reviews came in. We were anticipating great excitement and increased visibility for each business, but we didn't anticipate the emotion that came with it. There's no way to quantify the encouragement that your fan brags gave. Being an entrepreneur takes everything you've got, and to get the feedback from your own customers has proven to be priceless. Everyone here on the Experience Pros team salutes you today. Be proud, be visible. Check out the members of the Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com, and thank you for supporting the companies that support us.
5 years ago, Eric and Angel wrote the book Lists That Saved My Business. This was long before they ever started using Twitter and before they were really using Facebook. And this book is still saving the Experience Pros business today. Since then, they've learned a few new tricks and they've added them to the second edition of Lists That Saved My Business. The new book is coming in May 2015, but you can still get your collector's edition of the first copy on Amazon.com. Stay tuned for the book release of the revised version, Lists That Saved My Business. Get your copy today.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Braggin Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune into the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Haystack Help Radio can now be heard at noon weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for tuning in during your business day. You know, you probably heard that saying, failing to plan is planning to fail.
Ouch.
But what if your failures could be steps to success?
Well, we're going to talk to our expert guest, Jeanette Seibly with Seibco. You can find her online at seibco.com, SEIBCO.com. She's a business advisor with over 23 years of experience, and along the way, she's guided the creation and helped create 3 millionaires.
And she's an award-winning coach. Jeanette, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Very nice to have you along here. Let's start at the elevation point, if you will, and ask a question. What do you define as failure?
Well, it's more than just a swarm of bees.
I did not mean to bee slap our audience, by the way. I apologize for that last story.
But anyway, it was interesting. But what is failure? It's very simple. Failure is when things, people, and situations don't work out to our expectations.
All right. I think that probably happens all the time,
Especially
Jeanette.
Angel's expectations of me.
Pardon?
Especially with Angel's expectations of me. That happens all the
I
time.
think it happens all the time.
It could be. It could be a failure, or it could just be a failure to communicate, or it could be whatever, right? But I'm talking something a little bit bigger here, such as, when our business fails, or a project fails, or we fail to get that promotion, or our board of directors wants to let us go, and it's, hey, wait a minute, it's our company, right?
Right. And
so that's a failure. I'm talking failure on a larger scale, though on a smaller scale, yeah, you can use the same information here to really look to see, is that really a failure? Or was it simply a mistake that I can learn from?
Jeanette, I think when it comes to some of those bigger things, being let go or something, a project failing or not doing well, it seems like we're like sucker punched. And it comes out of nowhere. We feel as if we weren't even expecting it at all. How does something so big like that happen and we don't even notice it coming?
Well, there's 3 reasons why. And the first is because, we're successful individuals. Otherwise, we wouldn't be listening to your show, right?
God bless you.
Yes, you're welcome. And we also don't believe that failures are inevitable. If we're successful, then how can we fail? But what we forget is that every successful leader has had more than one failure. The key is they admit it, and then they learn from it. And then number 2 is we have defined our success, particularly in this society, by our bank accounts, our dress of our home, the make and model of our car, things, people who we know, who we don't know, things of that nature. And so what we forget is success is not an outside job, it's an inside job.
Oh, that's valuable.
Number 3 is when we go into failure, our egos go into denial. So instead of saying, it's a mistake, and we allow it to define us, try on your mistakes don't define you. They simply show you're in action.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow. The truth comes with a little bit of accountability, does it not?
It does.
Jeanette, then how do we get out of our own way if, in fact, these are the stumbling blocks in our path? Are there some tips that you can give us that say, okay, I'm gonna take this failure and move forward in spite of myself?
Well, there is, and probably the first place to start always is with the truth. The truth is that we were born as successful, abundant, and ingenious human beings. But unfortunately, we've spent most of our lives disproving that, right? And so the truth is key. What we do instead is we come up with innuendos, we come up with half-truths, we come up with, it must be the fault of the economy, or my coworkers, or my boss, or my board, or something other than the truth. The truth is it's the inside job. And so what we need to do is first look at it, because at first it may be greatly upsetting. It's breaking up an illusion of how we think things should look. Those shoulds that we get caught up in. But unfortunately, that's not life. The truth is we have a blind spot. That truth is that blind spot probably had an involvement in our failure, our mistake, something not working out as we thought it should. So, for example, I have a client that is a business owner, and he has really good people skills. However, he doesn't like to use them. And I'm sure many of our listeners can relate to this. They find people annoying, right? Yet they've got employees. So what happens is his failure was he had a lot of turnover. And so what he did with my help was restructure the company not to have day-to-day responsibilities for his employees. And as a result, everyone is happier. The company is even more successful. So too often is we want to go it alone. We want to read that book, attend that seminar, and think that that will provide our answer. But unfortunately, what worked for them probably won't work for us because we're unique human beings.
I love that. Jeanette, why is it, every day we're successful things happen, but when that one failure, that one negative thing comes across, and I think it's far, when you kind of put them on the scale of number of successes versus number of failures, we put so much weight on those failures as if those define us more than the successes do. Why do we do that?
We do that. I remember years and years ago when my mother was alive, I would call her and I would be lamenting about, my frustration because I didn't get the result I wanted. I didn't get that, that job I wanted or what have you. And her comment always was, you make it mean too much.
Did
Wise mom.
Did that help you?
Oh, it didn't at first.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure.
I do, just like the rest of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just pass the ice cream and let me stay here for a little bit. Jeanette, you are our award winner. You won the Fan Braggin contest for the best business coach. How do our listeners get in touch with you?
They can go to Seibco.com. That's S as in Sam, EIB as in boy, CO.com /contact.
All right, Seibco.com/contact. Love that. Jeanette, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I consider that a success.
Absolutely. Well, just having Jeanette in our sphere.
Right.
Step one.
Hey, folks, you're going to want to stick around through the commercial break because when we come back, Angel's going to try to get me to declutter after these messages.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Network with the best group of business professionals in town. Sign up for the Experience Pros Meetup group at meetup.com/Experience Pros. Over 20 events a month to choose from, including our most popular networking events on the third Tuesday of the month in Loveland and the third Wednesday of the month in the South Metro area. Sign up at meetup.com/Experience Pros.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Every day, hundreds, if not thousands of people are searching online for what your business has to offer. SharpNet Solutions can help you get found, just like they did for Vera at Lovebug Matchmaking.
SharpNet has really helped our business expand to 60 miles around our business. Being able to be seen online and being able to be seen through searches has made an enormous difference.
SharpNetSolutions.com or 303-900-4988.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
Each year, high school students from around the world begin the adventure of a lifetime by studying in the United States. Academic Year in the USA, AUSA, invites your family to become a part of the adventure. To host a student or to study abroad, call us at 1-888-55-AY-USA.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
All the small things, true care, truth brings.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you. Now, witness the impossible.
It is not. I'm hoping it's not the impossible, but we're going to take some decluttering tips from the decluttering genius, the organizing genius, Peter Walsh.
Oh.
Do you know that he actually interviewed me once?
I do know that.
Yeah, I actually was interviewed by Peter Walsh in 2007. We actually had done some decluttering and organization, and in doing all of that, we paved. It was
Oprah's people found you.
Oprah's. I know. I came home one day and Harpo was on my caller ID. Do you remember when you used to have the caller ID box?
Yeah.
Harpo Industries or whatever it was on my caller ID. This is when he was doing a lot of stuff with Oprah. It was very exciting. But to be interviewed by the Peter Walsh when it came to decluttering and organization. See, I was decluttering before it was cool.
That is true. I thought you were going to say that I was the expert, and you could be interviewed by the Eric Raymer, and I'd be happy to step up to that if you'd like.
All right. Well, here are some decluttering tips to help you get a little more organized. Right now, looking around you, your space. And this space can be in your car. It can be your office. It could be your home.
My car's looking mighty fine.
Wherever it is. Your car did. You took it in for a little car wash, little
spa treatment.
That was very, very nice. Well, just know this, that when you are surrounding yourself with clutter, it is often about something else that you're avoiding, something else that you're putting
bad happened
off. You know, it can often mean loss. It could be from grief. It can be from trauma,
divorce,
abuse, self-image, divorce, all of that. And so just know that it's a symptom, and it's kind of a therapeutic. Once you get rid of
struck, be slap out of it.
You get rid of the declutter, it'll help you in the therapeutic process of moving on. Also, understand that a totally organized home does not appear overnight.
That's
it's not instant.
Oh boy.
But you can do what Peter Walsh calls the trash bag tango.
What?
The trash bag tango.
I'm not dancing with my trash bags.
Why not?
Because.
What are you dancing with now? I mean, why would this sleep be so bad?
Well, because the trash bags were
turn
trash
on
bags.
some music.
Yeah.
You know, get your energy juices flowing. Make a commitment every day to declutter something in your home.
All right, but when you fill that trash bag, you got to take it out, right?
Yes.
Do you know how far away the dumpster is from my front door?
I'm sorry. Are your legs broken? Do you have no?
It's a commitment.
It is a commitment, but here's the thing. Simple trick to get you started. Use the trash bag tango. Every day, walk around your home, and in 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, it doesn't have to take you 10 hours. Find a drawer, find a closet, find a corner, a workspace, and fill the trash bag with just the items you want out of your house.
All right, I'll try that.
Okay.
Okay.
Send them. You can also do a donation bag, too.
I may be busy today.
So if you do this every day in 10 minutes, you can see dramatic changes within the month.
But I could be too busy for today.
10 minutes? You don't have 10 minutes today.
Well, I'm often busy.
Often busy. Yeah. So we're always saying we're too busy, but you have the time. You just make the time. Put it in your calendar. Think of the feeling of when you walk into, now you've had your car cleaned out this weekend, right?
I did, yeah.
And doesn't it feel good to come into the space and see it's all clean?
Right.
So picture the space the way you want it to be. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's coming. And again, that 10 minutes, you can do it like right when you get home from work, before you leave for work, before you go to bed at night.
You know
can
what
find
I find
the space.
difficult, and I don't know why I find it. I think it's a gene that's missing in my head, but I know that you have it because all the time you have always said, and pity the folks who live under your roof. That
pity the folks who live with me.
That everything has a place.
So put it away
where it belongs.
Just taking it and taking that pile and moving it. It's just from one place it doesn't belong to the new place it doesn't belong.
So much easier to butter your bread and put the knife down on the counter.
Ew.
What?
No, just put the knife in the dishwasher like immediately.
Well, then they stay in the dishwasher forever.
We run our dishwasher every day at our house. Now, there are a bunch of us. You probably couldn't do this every day.
I tried that and then it got expensive.
But as soon as it's full, rather than having the dishes collect up on the countertop, you put them in the dishwasher, run the dishwasher when it's full, and then you immediately put away. And you never have that clutter on the countertop. But here's the thing. If you just put everything away, everything has a space, a home, then you don't have to spend that 60 minutes a day, that hour a day that everybody spends on average looking for something, because everything has a home, whether it's your car keys, your sunglasses, your computer bag, your winter jacket, your shoes, your phone charger. Why are you rolling your eyes at me?
You know, one of the things that really, really bugs me, and not bugs me, but contributes to clutter, the mess, children.
Okay, sure, they do, and so
22.
do Eric's.
And
when they're in your space. You're used to living alone, but here's the thing: he complains. Eric does. That his 22-year-old son has moved back in with him.
He's in the room.
And now he has brought all of this stuff. And now you feel like your house is cluttered. And now there's more people and there's more stuff. And of course they're going to take up more space.
Yeah.
But didn't he, within a month of moving in with you, help you declutter and
we
clean
did a
out.
clean sweep.
And
We did and by the way, he took the trash down to the.
doesn't that offset a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
A lot of it? Because your space,
No.
Actually, I'm going to
So
tell you,
far.
for 3 years, Eric's space was a cluttered, filled space. And it is not anymore.
Never
So
having you over again.
having him come and move back into your life has actually improved the organization. You should admit that out loud. Don't feel emotionally blocked. Here's the thing. Your memories are not in that thing. Your grandma is not in that china cabinet. Your vacation to Hawaii and that special thing is not in the junk, the dustables that has
Saying
been left
anything
behind.
Here, you are treading on thin ice, lady.
I know. You don't have to be emotionally attached to the stuff. Take a picture of it or hang it up and put it out on display. But having it in a box in a space that you've never been into is not really paying any honor to that memory. So if it's not on the display where you can enjoy it, get rid of it and allow it to go into a home where somebody else can love it and appreciate it.
My biggest problem is junk mail.
I know the
I have
incoming.
so much junk mail.
The incoming. There are lists that you can get on to stop having the junk mail. Stop the incoming. It is a big piece of it. Once you don't even let it come in the house, have a trash can when you bring the mail in, sort it out. This goes in the recycle or this goes in the trash, and this is the stuff I need to be dealing with. Just don't even, if it doesn't have a home, it goes in the trash.
Just seems so simple to you.
I know it really does. But my friend Major Mom, she is the expert, and you can.
Your friend Major Mom?
My friend Major Mom, Angela.
Angela.
Who started Major Mom. They do workshops all year long, majormom.biz, helping you declutter and get organized. Some people are born with it.
Prettier than Peter
Some people, my dad was in the Navy, so we kind of were trained into it. But you can get more organized, and don't let it, if it's just consuming your life, then take control over it, because you are in control of your stuff. And you get to be. So thank you to Peter Walsh for that.
Let it go.
And Eric learned nothing, but that's okay.
I did learn something.
I'm going to be like a broken record, and we'll keep going. But we can
Learned that.
maybe get a little bit of control on. When we come back, we're going to learn about what's going on in the world of finances with our friend Jim Smith. Do you think you can keep up with that one?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What do you think taught him? We'll be back after these messages coming up on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the Write a Fan Brag at ExperiencePros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of your car. Available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
BizCard Express in Arvada is your marketing resource, standing ready to help you grow your business. Call them today at 303-260-7000. They'll help you identify cost-effective approaches to promote your brand. They can show you how to create a marketing campaign that's focused specifically on your target market. Use printing to complement your website and social media campaigns. They can help. Call them today, 303-260-7000. That's 303-260-7000. Or find them online at printandpromos4biz.com. That's printandpromos, the number 4biz.com.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
I'll never forget that moment. It's long enough. My first call ever as a member of the National Guard.
When we got to the armory, they briefed us on the wildfires. They were getting dangerously close to homes.
Helicopters were going out to drop water on the fires. Guys in the unit were preparing for firefighting with local fire crews. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard, aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith. The following discussion will cover general financial topics. It is not meant to provide individual advice, nor is it meant to provide specific recommendations with regard to products or strategies. General tax information may be discussed, but it is not meant to be tax or legal advice. The listeners should consult their own financial, tax, and legal advisors regarding their particular situation. James Smith is a licensed financial professional who is appointed by multiple companies to sell insurance and financial products. However, the views expressed during this discussion are solely his own or the views of the hosts of the Experience Pros radio show. Not all products and or features, if discussed, including benefits and riders, may be available in all states. James Smith offers securities as a registered representative of Pruco Securities, LLC, Pruco member SIPC. And now it's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith on the Experience Pros radio show.
He's in the studio. Jim Smith is here. And it's about time because I want to know what's going on in the world of finance.
Well, what's going on, guys? I just want to start out today by telling all the listeners, especially our small business owners, that find something today to make your day great. Just find something today. Mondays are rough days. Zig Ziglar said, people often say motivation doesn't last. He said, that's why bathing doesn't either. That's why I recommend it every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
Every day. That is good advice. Thank you for just reminding us to look for that every day.
And take a bath.
And that too. All right. So, Jim, today we're going to talk about choosing the right life insurance.
You know, there's a lot of products out there and a lot of decisions to make, and we see a lot of information on the internet. So today we're going to talk about two styles of life insurance and what's the right one to choose and why.
You know, I was reading the newspaper this morning, and I came across a statistic that says 1 out of every 1 will die.
That is true.
So
you're at 100% risk.
Yes. Yes. And chances are, if your grandparents didn't have children,
you won't either.
That's the one.
Thank you.
Read the same article.
Yeah, we did read the same article. I think you wrote that book as well, Eric.
I tried. So how do we know this term versus permanent conversation?
Well, one of the things I tell our reps every single time we're talking about anything we advise is lead with need. Find out what you need first. Don't just pick a random number out of the air. Before you decide on a product, find out what you need. That's going to be vitally important. And so I've got a couple of thoughts today on what's the right reason to buy term insurance, and what are some of the right reasons to buy permanent insurance.
Well, lead on, Spartacus.
Well, term insurance, as you know, has a beginning and ending point based on how long you want to pay a guaranteed premium. That's typical in today's society. 10, 20, 30 years.
It's the term.
It's the term, exactly.
The term insurance, it's the term you want covered.
That's right. So there's 3 reasons why term insurance may be right for you. Number 1, it might be right for you because a specific need is available to you. You have a specific need for a specific amount of years. I have a mortgage I want to cover. I want to cover myself till my kids graduate college. I want to cover myself for a small business loan. Whatever it is, I've got a specific need that way. Secondly, I have current budgetary concerns. If the insurance company knows you're only going to pay for a certain amount of years, the odds are you're not going to pass away during that, right?
Okay, all right.
Right? That's the odds. So they have a much cheaper premium on that context. As a matter of fact, term insurance overall has less than a 1% chance of coming to claim. And insurance companies know that from actuarials, 1% of those products come to claim.
Is that because
we outlive the term?
We outlive the term, or we walk away from them, or whatever the case is. So it's basically a budgetary concern. I can afford this right now.
All right.
And a third thing connected to term insurance is I have a specific end game. I have a strategy to what I call self-insurance, meaning I am going to save the difference. I am going to discipline myself. At some point, I'm going to have enough accumulation that I'll have my own coverage, if you will.
Sure.
I'm self-insured. Those are the three main reasons that people do that to buy term insurance. Albeit in today's economy, we have some unique products that not only just cover the basics of the term insurance, it also, we've got return of premium term out there. If you outlive that term, you can get all your money back. That's out there as well in today's economy.
So when we think about these main reasons, covering for us just a certain number of years, most likely we're going to outlive that. So it's not going to ever come to fruition.
Correct.
The current budgetary concerns, you may have a smaller budget. Well, there's a lot of options.
There are.
And then a strategy to self-insure. You really have to have a lot of money in the bank to be self-insured.
Well, you do, because you're buying life insurance pennies for dollars.
Right.
So you got to make sure you're saving your dollars.
You know, at this moment, I want to get to the next question about the permanent life insurance, but I think this is a good time to tell our contact information for you, so our listeners can go, wait a minute, that's exactly what I'm doing or thinking about doing right now. How do we get a hold of you?
720-356-6474. And 720-356-6474.
Right.
And we definitely want to help. Then there are specific strategies for permanent life insurance.
Right.
Why is that right? Now, if you want to draw a line in the sand out there amongst advisors, tell people that you're on one side or the other of that argument. I'm either an all-term person or I'm an all-permanent person. Find that line. You'll divide it. I think every product is available to people for a reason. So there's three reasons why I see why people would want to even buy permanent life insurance, right? Okay. One, I have a need for some coverage the rest of my life. Remember, when we buy a life insurance contract, we're not buying it necessarily for ourselves. It's a love gift for somebody else.
Yeah, last time I checked, you can't take it with you.
You cannot take it with you. And so it's just part of the deal. So I need some coverage the rest of my life.
For my family members, for whatever reason, you want to make sure that they have.
That's correct.
They're taken care of after you leave. Okay.
Secondly, I'm going to use the accumulation portion of the cash value in permanent life insurance. No matter whether it's whole life or universal life, it's permanent. I'm going to use that cash value for some future reason.
Is this like taking out a loan, that kind of thing?
You know, Eric, you could take out a loan. You can actually, if you overfund it well, use it as tax-free income. That's another strategy that we can talk about.
For your retirement.
Tax-free supplemental income.
All right.
And the third thing is, I just want something back for my money. I've spent all this money all these years. I want some return on my money.
Right. So you've put in, and it's almost like, and if I say this wrong, please forgive me.
No problem.
It's almost like renting versus owning.
It is renting versus owning. Term is renting. Permanent is owning. I'm getting some equity back. I'm getting some value back in that context. Now, if I haven't saved in a tax-deferred vehicle, in the term side, I have a tax-deferred vehicle built in. And one of the reasons for a future reason for that cash, small business owners can actually use life insurance, permanent life insurance, as deferred income. And
really?
Yeah. And it's a strategy we could talk to them about. An executive bonus.
An executive bonus.
All
We
right,
like those.
Let me talk to the executives listening, and that's pretty much everybody. If you are a small business owner, you need to know Jim and ask the questions that are relevant to you and the safety of your business and, of course, to your loved ones. The contact number, again, 720-356-6474, 720-356-6474.
You know, Jim, what I appreciate very much about this is there are multiple products, and you said first lead with need. What do you need, and helping find the right product, not with what I need to sell, but with what you need to cover your family.
I think that's what I love about Prudential and what
your
direction.
It's a relationship-based sales approach that we have. We're going to sit down with you and find out what you need. But I forgot to tell you the third point before we go to that. The third point was I'm using permanent life insurance for some future tax benefit or some future estate need. Another whole segment of the population. Yeah, for estate planning. Now, let's go to what you just said. How do I find out what I need? Do I pull a magic out of my hat? What do I use? We have analyticals that will find out in conversation what's important to you, what do you want to cover, and how much do you want to cover it with. Let it tell us in some type of analytical what we need to buy. It may not be a round number. It could be 283,000 as opposed to 300,000.
Right. And you don't need to guess about this stuff. Contact the pros and go through the conversation. It will be advantageous to you.
It's very logical. I think so often we make this emotional decision, Jim, but it's easy to find out what do you really need.
It's important.
And we can take care of that and protect your future and take care of your family. And it's not life insurance, it's love insurance.
It's love insurance. It's a love gift to somebody else.
Aw.
That's fabulous.
If you love somebody else, call them at 720-356-6474. Again, 720-356-6474.
You can also email him at james.smith@prudential.com. What are we going to talk about next week, Jim?
Next week, it's very important. We're right in the middle of tax season. Common mistakes that people make with their IRAs.
Are those the folks up in North Ireland?
Nope. That is individual retirement accounts.
Gotcha.
Whether it's Roth or permanent, and there's some unique strategies we'll talk about.
Every Monday here on the Experience Pros Radio Show at 11:30. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Absolutely, folks. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals. And if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out. And if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Congratulations to all the participants in the Fan Bragging Contest. Over 2,000 positive reviews came in. We were anticipating great excitement and increased visibility for each business, but we didn't anticipate the emotion that came with it. There's no way to quantify the encouragement that your fan brags gave. Being an entrepreneur takes everything you've got, and to get the feedback from your own customers has proven to be priceless. Everyone here on the Experience Pros team salutes you today. Be proud, be visible. Check out the members of the Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com. And thank you for supporting the companies that support us.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
There's only one place on the dial for you to share your stories of great customer service, and that's Fan Braggin' Friday on the Experience Pros radio show. Every Friday, the phone lines are open for you to call and tell the world who's getting it right in business. Call 855-FAN-BRAG and change the way people treat people in business. You can post your stories every day on the Experience Pros Facebook page and call in on Fridays for Fan Braggin' Friday at 855-326-2724. 855-FAN-BRAG. Tell Eric and Angel, and then tell the world about Fan Braggin' Friday.
Ken Clark, today at 1 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Do you have an iPhone 6? What? You don't? Well, if you do, this segment's for you.
Okay. If you do have an iPhone 6, this segment is for you. What if we just have a smartphone?
And then we're going to talk about the phone that you should have.
Okay. I'm guessing, did you just get a brand new phone?
No.
Somebody get a brand new phone?
Somebody buys them every day because, man, those 6s and 6 Pluses are going like crazy. And they exceeded 21 million units sold in the first 4 weeks. Can you believe that?
That's a lot of new phones. You know, here's the thing, like at our house, every time, the newest technology comes out, ooh, do we want the new one? Well, there's nothing wrong with the old one. And so I'm having a hard time just because a new phone came out means I have to have the newest one because there's nothing wrong with the one I have. So what's so great about your iPhone 6?
Well, security, of course, is a huge issue for any smartphone user, and more and more as we go to a more mobile platform, right?
Sure, absolutely.
So
I put a password on my phone.
Well, here's the thing.
And I have Where's My iPhone app.
Right. There's a bit of a flaw in the thought that you think that little iPhone lock screen is going to protect your phone. In fact, it can be bypassed in seconds by those who know how.
Who knows how?
Bad people.
That's true. There are really bad people.
Right. So you can disable the control center access when you're using the iOS 7 and now there's the iOS 8 platform that's out there now. So you can turn on the accessibility feature if you have young children, right? Familiar with that?
No, what does that mean?
Oh, well, then if you've got kids,
I don't have kids that use my phone, so.
Oh, well, then we don't
but
need
maybe
to
I
talk
need
about
this
that.
for me.
Maybe. So anyone with young children, nephews, it comes as no surprise youngsters love nothing better than play with your iPhone. However,
really, don't they slobber on it and delete apps and things like that?
Send stuff out that should not be sent out. So select accessibility and enable the guided access on your device. Allows them to prevent your phone from accidental harm.
Accessibility.
When in the hands
guided
of little
access.
people.
All right. Okay.
All right. How about your password? You said you've got a password on your phone, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it your passcode? Is that 4 numbers?
It is. Uh-huh. What?
With the iPhone 6, you can actually enable longer and more complex passcodes.
I thought you just had your finger.
Well, you can do that too. But even that is not a guarantee because I can do all 5 fingers on my right hand and make one fingerprint that's a conglomeration of 5 different digits.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So you have to use all 5 of your fingers
Right.
every time you turn on your phone?
No, you could no.
No.
You do it when you're training it. You use all 5 fingers and then any hand because it's only a partial match that gets you in.
I thought that was so convenient.
So you need a longer, more complex passcode. No problem. Just go onto those settings and change the passcode.
Oh, and make it
Yeah.
harder. Okay.
Did you know that you can tell Siri how to pronounce certain words?
I've tried that. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Every now and then it does, but mostly it doesn't.
No, it totally does.
I tried to even, give it, hey, Siri, I call this person my daughter. I call this person home. I call, like, whatever. And she's a finicky one.
Well, she is. We used to be in a serious relationship, but no
You broke
longer.
up with her?
I did.
She's not the only person you're seeing now?
Let's move on.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that you can use Siri as a central entertainment platform?
Excuse me?
She is an intelligent personal assistant.
Sure she is.
But she also knows a lot of online services.
A central entertainment?
Yes.
I forget, what does that mean?
Hey Siri, what's the latest sports score for my favorite sports team?
You know what? She
skirmish.
can't answer that. I
She
ask her questions all the time. I'm telling you.
Siri, what's playing at my local restaurant?
What's playing at my local restaurant?
Movie theater. Same thing. I was thinking about this yesterday.
You were around looking for artichokes, like you were on this hunt. Did you ask Siri where you could find
did not think
artichokes?
to ask Siri for that, but I should have. But you can ask her to add them to your grocery list. You certainly can do that.
I don't have a grocery list, so
Here's
now
a funny
there's
thing, though. I was at the intersection of University and Evans, and I punched Siri. This is yesterday. I punched Siri on the little bing Siri, and I said, Siri, where's the closest Chase bank to me?
Mm-hmm.
She sent me way back like a mile and a half away when there's one at the corner.
Yeah, I mean, ideally.
She's not perfect. She's not like
these
you.
These are the things. Right.
She's not like you.
I mean, if I'm going to come and ask somebody a question, it's because I don't know the answer. And if I've got to figure it out myself, why do I need to ask you the question?
Do you know that you can use Siri to establish relationships with your connections?
I've tried this.
You have?
I have tried this. This is my sister. This is my BFF. This is my husband. I cannot get her to play along with me.
Really?
Really.
What? Oh, this is not an iPhone 6.
But it wasn't. You think only a 6 can do that?
That's when I
Is
started.
that only
I
a
started
6?
telling you these are iPhone 6 tricks.
Oh, and that's why it didn't work.
You have an inferior product.
Oh, I have an inferior product. I do have something inferior, that's for sure.
Did you know that?
Hey, so do you have to? What about battery charging and all of that? Is it the battery bigger, hold longer?
Oh, you can charge
all
your
that?
iPhone quicker using an iPad adapter.
An iPad?
Yeah, if you use an iPad,
It
right?
fits that same adapter?
Right. That adapter can be used to deliver quicker, more efficient charge.
I will tell you
Yeah.
what works fabulously for charging your phone faster.
You gonna do the airplane mode?
Oh, airplane mode is
Yeah.
also good. We converted one of our outlets in our kitchen to a USB charging outlet.
That's straight to the mother source.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The whole thing charges in like 30 minutes. It's awesome.
All right. Well, iPhone 6 is a powerful.
Actually, I don't know that it is any. I think I have all those same features.
No, you certainly do not.
I think so.
You just said that Siri doesn't.
Well,
do what
she
you
doesn't
asked her
talk to me.
do.
I haven't quite figured out. Her and I have not figured out how to communicate. I don't think that's a 6 versus, what number do I have?
You got a 5.
6 versus a 5 problem. I think that's just a me and Siri problem. But all that other stuff, I can change my passcode. I can make sure that I have my location services. I've got accessibility.
You know that Siri can add and change calendar events?
I think she can do that because I have the upgraded operating system
She
on my
can help
phone.
you navigate unless you're looking for Chase Bank.
I don't think she can. Again, it's a communication.
She'll leave you reminders.
All right, send me that whole article because I know, and I think for most of us, we are not using our technology to the fullest capacity. There are things that it can do.
You're not talking to your phone enough.
I'm not talking to my phone enough. I see it more of a hindrance, but maybe I will learn to adapt to and use the features, be more on time, be more efficient in my day and my use, and and not having and show Eric my product is
And for
more
all
superior.
you Google Android people, yes, we know you can say, hey, Google, and it does what it does.
Right.
That's very, very cool. And all you people who are talking to Cortana,
I just don't think that you
stop it.
I just don't think
You're
that you
using an
actually played a very
unintelligent
good case for your iPhone 6.
Oh, look at the time. We have to go now. But the good news is we get to be back again tomorrow. So here's what we need you to do. First of all, turn up the volume and do business with the people who do business with the pros, the advertisers on this radio show. Put this in motion every single day. And then second of all, tell Siri to set a calendar date for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll be back. That's kind of cool, right?
You could do that.
Do you think it'll work?
Nobody's listening to you.
We'll find out.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.